morning. I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome. And it's treasure hunt night. Hurrah! Going to do something similar to last week. I'm going to keep the show a little bit shorter. I figured those 6 review shows were probably a little bit too long. I think 4's plenty. Means we're bound to find at least one half-decent map, hopefully, during that time. Let's share the screen with you. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. We'll do 4 reviews and see how it goes. If you are here live, let me know in the chat that you're here, so I get an idea who's spying on me. Yeah, it's been cold this week. If you're in the UK, you'll already know it's cold. So cold here, I am layered up. Even in my warm room, it's not particularly warm. I think it's 5 degrees below what the government recommend. Oh, yeah, but I can't breathe when it's that warm. So I don't mind it this temperature, but it's about the best I can do. Yes, cold building. So hi GDH, hi Storm. Good to have you along for tonight's exploration. If you've not been and seen the show before, all we do is we have a look at a few maps off of the workshop that have no thumbnail, no description, or very, very short description. Usually the first maps. I think tonight's show we have got exclusively first maps. Yeah. I've got 5 maps shortlisted for tonight. We'll do 4. And the most experienced of those made 1 map, and they have 4 subscribers before I subscribe to the maps. That's the most experience. Not expecting much, but you don't know until you find out. These might be the best map makers of the next generation. Or they might not be. But of course, we're going to be kind in the comments because these are people and they're nice people and they've shared stuff and we're going to find something positive to say because we're nice people. Right, let's let me load up the first map. As always, I don't show or share the names of any of this unless, of course, the map is worthy. And of all the shows we've done, there's only been 1 so far that I felt was worthy. And so, yeah, hopefully we'll find it. We'll find one tonight. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Right, today's first map, I think, was this one. And we always lead with a map that I have 0 hope for. 0 hope, 0. It just based on the information. And the information I have on this one, before we get started, I mean, it had no subscribers. It's a first map. It's actually it's a second edition. It's a 2.0 of their first map, but made within days of each other. I think it might be a Chinese creator. Possibly, because in the description, it's called New Map in the description, but it does actually have a real name in English, which seems to be a variant on a real-life fantasy location. That's all I've got. Right, so let me tell you, we've got all outside connections apart from air, so no plane connections, 75% buildable location, vanilla boreal theme. All of the resources are pretty much exactly midway, with the exception of forestry, which is about 30%. So that's what I can give you. And we will start the simulation and share the screen with you just as soon as we are definitely loading, which we have. Right, GDH, before we start, have you seen Sanctum's new map? It looks good, and also seen a bit more of Cities. Hang on. You've seen a bit more of Cities. Cities making a map of them. Wouldn't surprise me if Cities was making a map of them. I haven't seen Sanctum's new map yet. I have seen that it is top of the top performing maps of the moment, so I expect it'll be Monday's review. I expect, probably. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to Cities map pack. Haven't decided how we're going to do that yet. Maybe as lives. Maybe, haven't asked him, but maybe Cities might want to be involved. Might want to talk about their work and say, hey, look at this, and this is why we did that. That said, I don't know how good Sidai's English is. I know they are. I understand they're from Germany, and their spoken English might not be as strong as the written English. The written English is excellent, and I would expect their English spoken to be quite strong as well. But um, yeah, it might be worth me dropping them a line to say, "Hey, would you like to partake?" But yes, that would have to be as a live, I feel, because I don't have the time to edit. In fact, I haven't even started editing the viewer's choice yet. I've got half the footage that I need, but the viewer's choice is going out on Sunday, and there's a lot of work still needs doing to it, and no surprises as to which map won. Right, let's close down all these little pop-ups, and we will do the presets as always. There we go, load that, make it a little bit brighter. A realistic 1.2 LUT, of course. Heard his voice for the first time. It's good. Excellent. Oh, hang on. He's done a preview. He's done a preview. Excellent. And he's done his. Yes, I of course, my only worry for getting Sidai, assuming even if they wanted to, which they may or may not want to, is Sidai has an agreement with Paradox, and it's not an agreement he'll give us any details about, and quite rightly too, because non-disclosure and all that. But he may be under contract to only do promos on the official Skylines channel, or they might not want him coming on this channel because I tend to speak my mind. I try and be nice, but I try and speak my mind. And of course, if he's made 10 maps, that we know, and I expect at least some of them to be exceptional. And because he's made 10 maps, I expect some of them to be okay. I don't expect any to be awful, but like with Sanctum Gamers map pack, I expect just some of them to be okay, because when you're making that many maps, you can't make every map exceptional. So there's going to be some that I might go, I don't really like this one. Well, that's not really going to sell a map pack, is it? So I'll drop him a message and we'll see. And he can only say no. And of course, on top of that is finding a time that's mutually, suitable for both of us. Anyway, by the by. So the map is up. We'll start the simulation, and this is different. I mean, when I say different, it's not massively different, but it is different for the sort of map that we tend to see on the show. It's it looks like a symmetry map. We have a couple of little arms coming off here symmetrically. We might even have the same on the other side. This could be completely symmetrical. Seeing what looks like some drowned trees down there, and some down here as well. But we can get over them. And I'm just wondering where the outside connection is. We'll find out. Right. So while we have road, rail, and sea, I'm not seeing any road connections in the start square. We are round, thereabouts. It's centered. That's nice. The water seems to be struggling up this side. Again, let's give it a chance to sort itself out. I'm going to just switch the simulation onto maximum speed. It might be filling up. We'll see. This seems definitely to be filling up. So maybe that will, possibly. We'll let it run. The camera will now be a little bit on the janky side because making smooth movements when the simulation's running at 200% and on speed 3 is just a lot. But we'll see. It might fill up. Anyway, let's pull the camera back. And, ooh, not entirely symmetrical, but kind of nice. That's the sort of symmetry I can live with. This is a dead end with no spawn point in it. It's reliant on spawn points, possibly edge of map, possibly. Will it
Will it be able to fill this up? Or will it be able to maintain it, not contain it, maintain it? That's a different question. We will find out. Anyway, it's a nice shape. It's a very nice shape. Who have we got there? Hi Dan. Good evening. Welcome to the show, the treasure hunt. Anyway, yeah, we've got some very strong resource bubbles, very interesting hills. Let's have a little look. Anyway, so terrain heights, that's your hills. You worked that out, didn't you? Resources, like a whole stack of pennies, isn't it? I like this. I like symmetry of this. If you've got Sunset Harbour and we'll do some fishing, fishing map looks like it's going to take a while to settle down, I feel. But maybe it'll stay sort of like this. And I guess we should check for shipping routes. So we have a shipping route that comes... Oh, hang on. Right, here we go. No, that's an air route, which doesn't connect at this end. That's curious. Oh, it won't connect to either end. They put the air route in, but it's not connected. We know that from the loading screen, so that's fine. And we have a couple of shipping routes here, which is just dead end. Don't mind that at all, actually. There's a lot of things here I don't mind. Water flow in the start square. Well, it's filling at the moment still, isn't it? So we'll give that the chance to sort itself out. How's this looking? It's filling up. So I think the big problem with this map is that they made the map, but they didn't give the map time to fill. What you need to do when you make a map is run the simulation. Let the water settle down. If we do some, put an island in here right now, with the simulation paused, we put an island in there, the water will displace, but it won't show until you start the simulation, and then you'll get the tidal waves. And then you go, right, okay, I'm happy, I've finished the map now. You save the map. That water is still displaced. So you need to let the simulation run. So what's happened here is they've dug this extended canal system, which I'm hoping isn't going to overflow. We'll have a little look. But they've dug this extended canal system and not let the water fill in the map editor, let the whole thing settle. And so we've got, we start off with nothing in there. Let's see what we've got for water spawn in here. Out here. Out of this, please. That's what it. Right, so edge of map is what we have. Oh no, we've got spawn down here. And that is contained. So we're not going to overflow, which is another win. I feared that maybe there might be a big spawn point somewhere. But this is actually pretty neatly done. I'm genuinely, actually, a little bit... what am I doing now? It's not one. Sorry, simulation speed is what I'm changing here. And back down to 20%, so we got a little bit of flooding. A little bit. And of course, could do a little bit of smoothing. Just a little bit. But, yeah, it's a nice symmetrical design. A nice symmetrical design. A little bit of balance gone into it. I mean, the mountains... I think the mountains detract. I think we need something around the outside just to... Yeah, and non-symmetrical around the outside. I think we do need that. But these mountains don't do it for me. I don't think this is the answer. But actually, I mean, as... Come out. Ooh, bounce. As the first maps go, I don't think there's really anything else we can check out here. Let's check out the bridges. Got a rail bridge. Nobly Mantle. Well done. Well done. Nobly Mantle. Bit of a janky turning on the rail there. Heading on and across. Let's check out the bridge over here. And that's a bit clunky, that one, but it works. couple of bridges over here. I think there might be some mantle over the other side. Oh, hang on. 4-lane. This is mass transit, not network extensions. Not that it makes any difference, really. Let me just check that I am indeed, yeah, mass transit. So this is mass transit. So you need mass transit for this map, else it won't even be available, will it? It won't be broken, just won't be available. Yeah, could be better aligned over there. So so technically gameplay is going to be a 1-star for gameplay because the mass transit requirement, and it's not listed. But I think in terms of design, okay, let's rate this thing up. Oh, hello, we got some flooding. We got some flooding. I think this is gonna resolve itself. Probably just with the water pushing in to fill here. I'm gonna let it run, you know. Let's just see if this does sort itself out. Or whether it perma-floods. We'll leave that running. Let me have a quick look in the chat, see what you guys have been discussing. Didn't expect to see any spawn points. I wasn't sure. You can never be sure with these at all. Not sure. And you reckon a 3, a 3, and a 3? Don't know about. I mean, maybe a low 3 for detail. Aesthetics. I think this is going to be perma floods here. Splashy floods, nothing too bad. I don't know. Is this thinning out? Not sure. Design. This definitely 3 stars for design. Could I go medium, high? Not really. I think I'd go slap bang middle 3. Slap bang middle 3 for aesthetics. Detail is probably middle low 3. And gameplay, because of technicalities, has to be 1, doesn't it? And that does sort itself out if you leave it long enough. Just a little bit, I think, flooding in from the edge here. Just a little bit. But it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I am quite impressed, given the sort of maps that we normally see. That's all right. Standard mark. Yeah, sort of, apart from mass transit. Okay, I'm going to throw my my screen back into a closed down mode. We'll find the second map and we'll have a little play with that one. Right. So, what am I doing here? I have no idea. Cities Skylines. Unable to sync. Oh, I'll try again. Don't tell me I'm unable to sync. That's ridiculous. I'll play anyway. Doesn't matter. We're only looking at a map that we're not going to be playing on. Well, I've been, amongst other things, readying the viewer's choice and doing some more of these World Cup predictors. I've been playing a bit of Project Zomboid and saving it. I've got a lot of gameplay saved for after Christmas. I'm going to run a series on BonBonB Too, my second channel, after Christmas. So if you were a fan of Project Zomboid, then we'll be doing a little bit of a playthrough, sandbox mode. I'll tell you, I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. Right. Now, I said we had 3 more maps to check tonight. Next one, if I can find it. Bear with. I scroll down here. And that might be it there. That's going to be it. Oh, this looks very different. Okay, so again, I'm at the loading screen right now.
We have all of the connections. We have 88% buildable space, which is great. Vanilla temperate theme. We'll be using the realistic 1.2 LUT. In terms of resources, it's very high. About 80% oil, 80% ore, 100% fertile in terms of the bar fill, the filling of, you know what I mean by the filling of the bar, don't you? Yeah. About 30% water, no forestry, interestingly. And that's it. Let me click start, and I will give you the information that I have on Boosh. There we go. It's loading up. Give you the information that I have collated on this limited information. The map is called New Map, but it's, I believe, an Italian creator. So it's a new map, and that's all I've got. That's all I've got on this one. It's the first map. It had 1 subscriber at the time that I subscribed to it, and yeah, I've got nothing more to report on this one. But yeah, I mean, all today's maps, I couldn't put them in any order really on the information. I think we've got a real life location coming, and my reserve map is also a real life location, but I'd rather not do that one. But it was kind of the next best option out of all the maps that were listed, I feel. So yeah. So Project Zomboid's coming up from Boxing Day. Going to start a brand new series, a sandbox let's play. I'm playing it realistically. I've got some sandbox settings that I feel make it feel more to me like what a zombie apocalypse would be like in the event of a zombie apocalypse, which, yeah, it could happen. It's 2023 next year. 2022 really stunk for me, so 2023 makes a lot of sense. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for 2023. Right. Oh, let's check the chat. There we go. Standard mark. Oh, can we just please do away with these? Probably going to be another one here in the moment, isn't it? There it is. There it is. So, yeah, ready for map of the year? Yep, indeed. I haven't done anything for map of the year since we spoke last week. Nothing. Zero. And again, there's no immediate rush for me with map of the year. It's only when I get down to the last couple of weeks that I really have to start sweating on it. And I only start recording map of the year maybe a couple of days before Christmas. And what I record then is the maps that haven't made the final dozen. So, and then usually I'm recording the first episode on Christmas Day, because what else are you going to do on a Christmas Day evening? Right. But where we go. If Sanctum's new one gets reviewed in time, it'll be a big danger to that's high praise I would say. Yeah. We'll see. There've been some very strong maps this year. I think this year has been more of a back to basics year. That makes sense. There have been a lot of vanilla maps or vanilla style maps or low requirement maps this year, and those maps have been really, really strong. And then we've had we've had the year of the custom dam, we've had the year of the custom vanilla bridge this year, and there's just been a lot of good stuff. Anyway, let me have a look at this map, okay? Let me please. Well, okay. As always, it's going to be kind of the comments, kind of the chat. This could be it is a first-time creator, could be a young creator, could be a senile creator, could be somebody with learning difficulties, could be your own mother. Let's be as kind as we can whilst enjoying the entertainment that we can get from the actual map itself. If it's the best map we've ever seen, we'll give it a review on what's map. Right, we've got a canal. Clunky, but it's a canal. It's wide. We've got okay, it's not perfectly aligned, but as suspension bridges go, somebody's gone to some effort with that. I appreciate it.
because that is the kind of width of a bridge that would have the game would put in 3 pillars, wouldn't it? And they've made it that there's only 2, which is nice. A vanilla cloverleaf and a rail bridge. Could be a flat map. Okay, so there's your start square. Well, symmetry again, ladies and gentlemen. Symmetry. It's symmetrical. This one's more squares and rectangles than it is circles, I feel. And the vanilla cloverleaf, because we love the vanilla cloverleaf, don't we? Oh, it's magical. It's truly magical. Anybody see the Queen's Gambit? It's what it reminds me of. Just a little, just vaguely. Right, it's perfectly flat. Resources. We did say there were going to be strong resources, and this is strong resources. Wow, they've really gone to town. They've spent some time. I'm not saying this is the most polished thing ever, but even just doing this, painting this one in, then painting this one in, and painting this. Yeah, that could be like an hour's, half an hour's, not an hour, but half an hour's worth of work, just painting all of this. And time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Sunset Harbour. If you've got Sunset Harbour, we have tuna and we have shellfish. Unusual not to see anchovies and salmon thrown in there. And let's check for the shipping routes while we're here. Okay, they are clunky. Plenty of right angled turns. I mean, seriously, coming in from here and you're having to go all the way up, do a couple of right angled turns. It's a little bit ugly. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it is a little bit ugly. And of course, we've got some very low bridges that we're going to be crashing through there as well. And the air routes are also very right angular. Again, you don't need the pretty air routes, but just a simple from point A to point B straight across the map would do. Anyway, that's that. Water flow in the start square looks like it's going to be strong. It really is. We've got a lot of pressure coming from here, pushing down and out. So that's good. It's built for a big grid city gameplay. Maybe a what's the word I'm looking for? I'll say post-apocalyptic, but no, modernist, a modernist build. And I think fun could be had. Not by me. It's not for me. It really isn't. But so I start simulation off. Let the cars go on their way. You know what I'm really appreciating here, and that is they've put in this resource barrier between the ore and the oil. This is painted in. Let me load that in there. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. Resources. Look at that. They've actually made sure that we have an aesthetic boundary. I mean, come on. Somebody's spent a bit of time doing this. And this is not simple. This is not simple. I mean, it's not super polished. It's not super pretty. But somebody has gone to a lot of effort here. I reckon this could be up to an hour. Just resource painting to get these like this. It might be more than an hour. I'm not going to try and find out, but that is a very dramatic quilt of a map. I'm just going to leave it like that. What do we think? So yes, you were not his greatest fan, but his last two. Look, Sanctum Gamer is a very strong creator. I wouldn't put them in the greats, but I would put them in the very, very, very goods. And when they were chosen to be the map pack maker of map pack number 1, I was a little surprised because I would have gone Sidai. I would have gone straight to Sidai. But whilst I was surprised, I wasn't shocked. It wasn't like, you chose who? It was like, oh, it was left field. It was left field choice, and they're a good creator. And I can't fault the decision. I just would have gone straight in with Sidai. But yes, game of chess. Hi to Shakespeare's. Good to have you along. But anyway, this one, I think this is the most dramatic view we're going to have, really. Yeah, Queen's Gambit, lovely, beautiful. That is a striking map. Right, we're going to take a skip across to map number 3, I feel. Map number 3 of 4. To desktop. Bought it. Hang on. You bought it, not played any of the Sanctum Gamer maps. You mean the map pack? Yeah, I mean, I bought it and I'm not, but I don't play. Just don't play. I don't have time. I want to get back onto Bonbon Island at some point and just keep building my city up. But there's just not enough hours in the day. Really wish there were. And get past Christmas. Some big changes to the channel coming next year. Big changes. And I'm using my brain on these changes. I thought the whole World Cup predictor thing, it was a gamble. It was a bit of a gamble. It was like it was 40 hours approximately for the full thing of, let's see if we can just drive the channel forward by doing something different, doing something topical, and just see. And it was a bit of a fail. I accept it. The thing that's really surprised me was, I mean, we've got 17,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 2 days before the World Cup started, I didn't have a TikTok account. And I've had twice as many views on TikTok for the series as I have on YouTube. And that was with 17,000 subscribers. So there's definitely more views to be had on TikTok, on Shorts. There's no question there. And I think I will hold back from doing anything similar on YouTube, my main channel, as my subscriber count has stuttered. I reckon people are put off. I reckon. Anyway, sorry. I'm waffling. It's my job, I know. Right, real life location next. I feel. Let me just make sure we are good. Right, so real life location down here. If I can find it. Why can I not find it? Right, what's the creator name? Ah, okay. It's another one of those maps, I think, where they've called it new map. Yeah. Okay. I think it might be a Chinese creator again, because it's called new map, but in Chinese. And I'm immediately less hopeful. If you want to go and make yourself a cup of tea, you want to go and watch something else, I think this is going to be the map to do that on. There's one aspect of this that's really surprising me. First of all, outside connections, we have road. That is it. We have 63% suitable area for building and no resources at all, with water at about 5% on the bar, which really, really surprises me given the location. I'm not going to tell you the name of the location. You may well spot it. If you can't spot it, then, well, I'll let you know if I spot it. I've got zero hope for this one. We'll be using the vanilla temperate theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT, and we go. I want to be proven wrong here. I want this to be the most outstanding of outstanding maps. Anyways, right, how is everybody anyway? How is everybody? You keeping warm? Are you in a part of the world where it's warm? Like I say, we've got a cold snap here in the UK at the moment. Hi, Matrim. Matrim Helsgard. Oh, what a great name. I'm guessing Norwegian, possibly, well, Scandinavian anyway. Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, Finnish. One of those. Maybe Icelandic. Nah, not Icelandic. There's only 12 people living in Iceland, isn't there? So anyway, yes, probably Sweden. Going population counts, I imagine. Anyway, map number 3 of 4 tonight. Again, we're going to be kind in the comments, kind in the chat. This is a first map for that creator. And let me just check my notes, actually. Norwegian. Ha! Right, first time. Thank you, imagine. What we got? Yeah, first map has 3 subscribers at the time that I subscribed to it. Real life location. Name is written in English, but the map, whilst the map's name is also in English, it's listed as new map in Chinese in the loading screen. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Are we impressed so far? I am. I absolutely am. Right, okay. So simulation is paused. I'm seeing some water here. And then I'm seeing it just stop here. This is going to be very, very funny. Very, 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 very funny. Okay. Is it going to be recognizable as the real life location? Let's see. Right, well, we do have roads. Actually, we do have... I'm going to start simulation. We actually do have roads in the start square, which I guess I'm going to call a win. I'm guessing this is actually from the actual terrain height map, because I can see digitization in here as well. But yeah, this is bumpy, and that is this is real life location. If you know it, you know it. I would argue we need some sea level thrown in here. Or are we just going to wait for these spawn points to try and fill up the entire map, which they will never do? Oh, this is hilarious. But it is a real life location. Anybody in the chat, let me know if you can spot it. Right, there's your terrain heights. Resources we know is nothing. And then we have fishing, Sunset Harbour. You've got Sunset Harbour. Good luck. Right, okay. And the shipping routes. Well, we know there's no shipping routes, not even going to go there. Water flow in the start square. There's going to be some water flow because we've got a spawn point here and it's running out there. So yeah. Okay, that's hilarious. Who have we got? Dan, you know it. Indeed, Dan knows it. Well done, Dan. It's not 1-to-1 scale. I agree, Dan. Isle of Wight. It is a bit Isle of Wight-ish. I'll give you that. But the Solent, sorry, not the Solent. What's the name of the river? Ag. Why can't I think of the name of the river? I want to think it's that's annoying me. Anyway, the that goes up to Southampton is here, and there's it's a bit wider at the top of the Isle of Wight. Plus there are no islands further down below the Isle of Wight. It's a bit Isle of Wight-ish, but no, it's definitely. Would we be agreeing, Dan, that this might be a bit more tropical than the Isle of Wight? I think. I think. Right. So, and on top of that, we can also agree this is a whole country. This is a whole country here with a completely different country here. Oh, goodness me. Hello. Hello. We've just cut through the mountain to put this road in here. It's
somebody who's just discovered how hard making a map actually is. That's what's happened here. You're quite right, Dan. You are quite right. That is exactly where this is. Yeah. We need some sea level. Shall we do? Shall I do that? Shall I? I can do that. Right. Let's sea level it, and that's what we're after, isn't it? Come on. Come on. There we go. Simulation catch up. There it is. Might make a bit more sense now. 5 stars for the highway. Indeed. Indeed. There we go. Oh, it looks a bit more like the area now with the sea around it. But yeah, it's bumpy. And that start square. I mean, if we were to start building here, I mean, what would you do? Where would you what and how? Yeah. Map making's a big task, and it's not for everybody. And once you put water in the sea, you've got no outside connection. So that is a deliberate design choice by the creator, because they realized that if they put the sea in, you wouldn't be able to build. So they made sure there wasn't any sea, and therefore the outside connections work. There's no other way of fixing that. There's no other way, because you can't elevate these roads. These roads, they are ground level roads. Yeah. I think we move on to our 4th and final map. I think that was hilarious. Okay, and down to desktop. Right, let's have a little look in the hold on a second. Domy's here. Good evening, Domy. Good to have you along. Domy's another one of those great creators, you know. Maybe they'll be making the next map pack. Maybe. Oh, I'd love it if they could get Anapu to make the next map pack. It wouldn't work, as I think as Sidai has explained. There are some instructions, and you can make a vanilla map. You've got to make vanilla maps for the map pack, but they have to fulfill proper vanilla in the eyes of Paradox, and that means like no pillar detailing and stuff like that. So there's a limit to the amount of how clever you can be. It's all about design, vanilla core design, and that would be tough for someone like Anapu to make some crazy maps, because they're the king of crazy. I do love an Anapu map. They're always entertaining. Any Rallyway at anybody remember that one? Wow, it was a great map that had a railway. Okay, let me load up map number 4 from my list. And oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this. I'll have to go into the content manager to find this one. Last modified. This one might be able to find it. Okay. Under that name. All right. New game. Normally I try and work this out before we start, but I was running a little late today. So I don't know. Is that their name here? I don't know if that is the same creator. I do not know. Okay, I'm going to go to my backup map. It's that map that I was looking at just there. It's
Chinese name, Chinese creator name, but on the workshop, their name is a number. So I can't even match up the creator's name. So I think, if in doubt, we'll go with the backup map. This one is a real life location. Good luck spotting this one, guys. Good luck spotting this one. Okay, real life location, vanilla European theme, 99% buildable area, just road outside connections, and no resources and no water. But I do have a little bit of background on it. So we'll go with this one. And we are loading. Cool. Cool. So, oh, Domi's birthday. Happy birthday, Domi. 21 again, huh? Paladino. Hey, listen, you do as much maths as you like. Somebody's got to do the counting. Someone's got to do the counting. You miss Anapu. When will his map come out on the workshop? I don't know that he's making one. I mean, is he? Yeah, I haven't been able to keep up on anything at the moment. Christmas, obviously, I'm in Candy, and Christmas is a funny time of year. You know what I mean? So yes, congratulations, Domi. Indeed, yes. Of course, 21. But yes. Anyway, this map. This is their first map as well. I think it had 3 subscribers at the time that I subscribed to it. So it's their first map. But they're doing a build on it. And it's, I'm going to say, an unusual build. It's a real life location, but it's like one of those where you go, it's not saying, hey, I'm going to rebuild Sydney. Or it's a specific location that is, I'm going to say, a little unusual. It's not unusual, but I don't want to give it away. You see, this is the thing. I'm trying really hard not to give it away. How can I liken it? I can't. I've got nothing. How about saying something like the Brazil Olympics, the Olympic Park for the Brazil Olympics? That's kind of the thing where they've gone, right, okay, we're rebuilding the Olympic Park. That's the best analogy I've got for you without giving it away. Right, let's have a little look. Well, this doesn't tell me too much, does it? Am I shared? I am shared. I thought I'd forgotten to share them. Right, this doesn't tell you too much. If you guess this location, I will be stunned. I mean, the last one was workable, was definitely guessable. Okay, yeah. But this year, only clue at the moment is this puddle. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Well, I mean, there's no air, there's no rail, and there's no shipping, and there's no roads in the start square. Not going to score very highly, this one. And holy, what? What? Oh, hang on a second. I'm seeing some chat going off here. Right. There's yet another. It's not an airport build, although it could do. Well, I mean, if it was an airport build, it could do with an air run, couldn't it? Ohio. It could be Ohio. It could be Ohio. It's not Ohio, but it could be. Just enough water to build a fishing pond. Correct. I believe there is a fishing pond at this location. Yes, there is a like button. Oh, I keep forgetting to hit these there. There is a like button to smash. And a subscribe button, of course. Now's a good time to subscribe because there is a lot going on between Christmas and New Year. In fact, so you don't miss any of it, you can follow me on any of the socials as well. It's all going to be happening. Map of the month.
Hi, Random. Hello. You're up tomorrow, Random. Part 2. I had to do it. I had to do it. So anyway, yes. It's not Minnesota. We have more lakes. Okay. Anyway, suppose we should have a little look at the terrain heights. Wow. The resources. Wow. The fishing. Got some anchovies in the pond. We know there's no and the water flow. Better check for the water flow. There's no motion in that ocean. Okay, so that's done everything. Let's just make sure that we're not missing anything. First of all, it said there was road connections. I'm just going to skit around the outside looking for. Come on. There we are. There it is. Now it's elevated. It's an elevated road connection with the nodes over here. Are they going to connect? Also, Random, can I pick your brain on this one, Random? Because it's been a while since I actually built a map. If the roads are elevated, does traffic spawn on it? I think it's got to be at ground level, isn't it? That first node's got to be ground level. So we've got no traffic that's going to be, in my opinion, without testing it, no traffic is going to spawn in here. And then we've got mass transit 2-lane highways. Mass transit's not listed, which means that in many ways, this is one of the most broken maps we've reviewed on the show. I want to be a little bit more positive about it, but I'm finding it very... Has anybody guessed the location yet? Is there anybody who's guessed the location? If you get it from this, I will be absolutely mind blown. I mean, let's just say that they might be building this particular thing on this particular map, but it could be anything. Basically, it could. If I told you that this was Mount Everest, it might as well be, and then basically, you could be working it in the game engine to make it into Mount Everest. It's as it's a pond. Okay, it's just a puddle. That's what we've got. It's Paris, is it, John? What makes you say it's Paris, John? Sorry, I'm Is it Paris? Is it Paris, John? What makes you say that, John? Because it might be close to Paris, John. It's either a very, very good guess or somebody's been like snooping around on the workshop trying to find out what it might be. Yeah. Right, what have we got? Oh, blimey. Let's have a look. There exists a play in the world, but yeah, indeed. Schedule show, yes. Indeed. I wonder what you did with that map. Yes. There is a scheduled show, Matrim, but it is a BonBonBuddy exclusive show. What I do is on a Friday night, isn't it? Yes, it's on a Friday. I'm so tired I can't even think. Yeah, Friday night I go through the workshop, where I used to do it just in the privacy of my own head. I figured why not point a camera at the screen and just give my thoughts, and we look at things like the screenshots and the description, and yeah, again try and work out which might be the most interesting maps to look at, and then give tips. I mean, amongst ourselves, I guess. Really, we're not telling the map makers.
about how their screenshots could be a little bit more interesting or a bit more sellable, or would I delete this screenshot because it just basically says the same as the previous screenshot, that kind of thing. And so yeah, that goes out on a Saturday night for the BonBon Buddies. It's the $2 level, so that's the base level on you as a YouTube member, or the second level on Patreon, because there is an even lower level on Patreon, which is just for people who want to get the name in the credits and to vote on the what's it, Friday? It was Wednesday map now, isn't it? So yeah, we have a scheduled show, but it is exclusive to the BonBon Buddies. We don't play any game. We just look at I look at the workshop and mutter for a little while and say, "I will do this on Monday." Yeah, so that's coming. Press play on the simulation. Oh, you want me to press play on the simulation? Probably should, really. It might make all the difference. Let me just speed the simulation up for you. Just give this map a chance to flood. There we go. We are now high rev. So it has 3 subscribers. Yes. All those hours you spend making highly edited maps, and you can get 3 subscribers just by giving a map a name. This is basically all they've done, really. So anyway, yes. Mount Everest. The thing with Mount Everest, you see, I did a little bit of work on this, and I've been scripting. I started scripting at the start of the year. Actually, it was supposed to go out this summer gone, but this year's been a crap year. So with all the jiggling and the rebuilding of the channel for next year, I'll have a lot more time to be able to do tutorials. So I've got a tutorial series, and Everest, I can't remember. I think it needs something like 1,000 maps, city skyline size maps, to fit Mount Everest on. It's some ridiculous number where you go, that can't be right. But yeah, because the footprint of Mount Everest is so big, it won't. You couldn't. So this could be the top of Mount Everest with a little puddle of water on the top. Hey ho. What have we got? So there. Let's find out. It smelled French. I'm going to tell you, it is French. The location we're here is in France. I'm glad you could spot that. Well done. I'm impressed. Monaco. It's not Monaco. Okay. Monaco is the closest. It's not. It's not. Paris was closer. All right. Interesting. I've only just started making maps. That would be, well, I mean, like I say, it's $2 a month, which is, I would say, it's a great help to me. If I had, a sizable number of, I mean, I've got a number of followers, which is great. It all helps. I appreciate every single one. But yes, there'll be a bit of jiggling, and there's going to be a little bit of extra exclusive content to buddies as of next year, which I'll be announcing probably Christmas Day or probably Boxing Day. Actually, I'll upload an exclusive video explaining how the channel is going to be changing, because there's some big changes. Big change. If you've been following the channel for a long while, there might be some things where you go, oh no, I don't like that. Yeah, but it's got to be. It's got to be. I've been doing this a long while now, and all things will come to an end eventually. But I would want to try and prolong the time it takes before it comes to an end. And making the channel spark to life and suddenly become something a bit different and a bit bigger, I think needs this to happen. And making more tutorials is a big way of doing that. So basically, yeah, I'm doing some jiggering to be able to do some pokering. Right. So yes, yeah, the scheduled show, I would say I guess it's a curiosity thing, and you might. It's, I guess, so a lot of it's about the screenshots, really, and complaining about them. The $2 is yes. We Rob Domi for $2 a month. It's worth. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's worth the $2. What's what? 50 cents a week. I think so. I think it's a bargain. High flying man. If you'll come to Brazil one day, I'll take you flying. Oh, take me flying. If I go to Brazil. That's almost tempting. It's almost tempting. But yeah, that's nothing's going to happen for me at all. I'm tied. I'm a prisoner for about another 3 years in my business, and then after that, I have no idea. And this is the thing: my business, I've a leased property, and in 3 years' time, my lease comes to an end. At that point, I'm out of this property, which means my business is going to wind my business up, and I'm going to have to go and do something else. And it'd be great if it will be YouTube. It'd be great if I'm full time YouTube, and I can invest all of the hours into that. But I have got to grow substantially in the next 3 years. So, but yes, it'd be great. I'd like to get to Brazil. My next door neighbour's from Brazil. I've been back once or twice in the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm coming, but it's Brazil is a place I'd be interested in. Is there any Irish style type of maps? I know. Hang on a second. Simon from Dublin. Is there any Irish style type of map? I know there is a Cork City. Oh, the Cork City. Yeah. That built by, and my brain's gone as to his name. That's really embarrassing. We did the Skylines talk with him. Really lovely Spanish Irish guy. Did a great Cork City build. But yeah, that I mean, are there any Irish style types of maps? The Irish real life location, there are probably a few. I can't remember any being outstanding, but I mean, basically any temperate map really, or what European map. You're looking for coastline. Is yeah, just keep looking around until you find something. It doesn't have to be Irish. It's if you're just doing an Irish style. Um, I'm sure you'll find something that will really fit your niche. Yes, nothing like a good jiggle or a poke, or even the Rathbunham area. I don't know that area. Up to Ticknock. I'm think I've missed something. Oh, hang on. Been thinking about making a map. There you go. You see, I missed a line in the chat. The internet here is good. It's 100. Oh, wow, that's pretty fast. That is pretty fast. That's you know what? I wasn't expecting super fast broadband in Brazil. Congratulations on that. Final guess is also wrong, but well done for guessing. Oh yeah, the best place in Brazil. They always say that. They always say that. Yeah, proud nation, Brazil. Great culture, great history. I see the water here seems to have dropped its levels a little bit. We do have water spawn points in here, but yes, it's. I think this map's least of this map's problems. Cork City was the only established one, as far as I know. I mean, there are probably others. There's probably well, there's going to be like a Dublin map somewhere, but it might be by a creator of this kind of standard. What we're looking down below, I would hope it'd be better than this one. Do we even have a spawn point here? We don't even have a spawn point here. Oh my god, this is just going to evaporate. This map basically. I I don't have the words. I don't have the It's dried. It's dried out. So yes, so this map, in case you ever want to play it, is basically an 81 tile map with a divot in the middle, which I've lost already, and an outside connection, which I found over here. Oh, we've got more than one outside connection. I take it back. I'm sorry, with at least 2 outside connections, which are mass transit, which means the map is broken there as well. I'm worried about this. I'm not entirely sure that the traffic will spawn. This is at ground level, so I think it would spawn, but this is a long way out from the roads. I have big fears for this map. Big fears. Best map of the night, without any question at all. Derry map. Oh, I do love the Derry air. I really do. It's fat with a pH. Yes. I mean, the thing with Google Earth and whatever now, you can really get a real feel for it just by not going. Grafton Streets, Dublin map looks good from afar. Yes, I'm sure Dublin does look good from afar. Beautiful women in Brazil. I would say yes. If you're into the Hispanic, never really is that an insult to say Hispanic when it's Portuguese heritage? Because I know there's a little bit of rivalry between Spain and Portugal. Fortunately, you're not having to play Spain in the quarterfinals of the World Cup because they are rubbish. Bless them. Oh, my boys Morocco won through. Hey. Yeah, if Morocco go on to win the World Cup, I'm gonna have a day off because I have a hot tenner set on them at the moment. It's at 300 to 1 to win the tournament outright. I think they're gonna, but you never know. So do you know what? We're done. We're done. I think this is the moment where we just throw that back there. A little reminder: if you're still here, of course, now's the time to be hitting that like button. There's a like button for that one, which is great. So yes, we've got the viewer's choice coming up on Sunday evening. We've got What's Map coming up tomorrow with a couple of very interesting maps, including one from Random 5, which I'm promising you is a map you're not going to want to build your next city on. I don't think Random 5 is going to mind me saying that. You won't want to be building on it, but I can see a lot of people using it, which is great, but not building on it. Nephew has a fortune on them. A fortune? Well, I haven't got a fortune. I toyed with going for 20 quid, but yeah, there's only a certain amount of money that you can throw on a team that's guaranteed not to win the World Cup, and I still don't think Morocco are going to win the World Cup. They've got to beat Portugal, which I think they might. Then they've got to beat France or England, and I think they've got a chance against England. Don't think they've got a chance against France. See what happens there. And then probably Brazil or Argentina in the final, or the Netherlands, but not Croatia. But yes, 200 on Spain. Yeah, that's not. Sorry to hear that you've lost that, but yeah, no, it was. I put the money on Morocco after their very first match, the 0-0 with Croatia, and I just looked at them and I thought, do you know what? They're going to go a long way, and I've been right. But there's no point putting money on them to reach the quarterfinals. You know, like 10 to 1 to get the quarterfinals. If you're going to go for it, go for it. And the last time I had an outsider in the World Cup, it was Ghana, the year that they were cheated out of a semi-final place by Luis Suarez. So, yeah, I don't always go for an outsider, but when I do, they do seem to do all right. We will see. Anyways, Random 5, what's the name of the map? Oh, the map that's being reviewed tomorrow. It's called Map for Theme Creation. You'll see. Perhaps. You guys make me chuckle. You don't bet what you can't afford. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Same here. Yeah, thanks, Random. So I'm ahead of you there. Yes, it's. You like the football simulation video, do you? Even though it's silly, isn't it? It's definitely silly. Yeah, we've got another one, two, three, four. I think we've got another. There's another 8 um, to be uploaded, and then I'm going to do a special at the end, which will tell you who would have won the World Cup. Because obviously I'm doing simulations based on the actual matches, so England v France, but with the actual results from the predictor, in the early rounds, would England have actually met France if we'd taken those results? So I'm not gonna do every single result, and I'll just do an overview video to say, and here's who would have won the World Cup according to the predictor, and we'll just do a quick show there, showing like the overall winner basically. I think it'll be a bit interesting, but yes, I think that's going to be good. I think we're good. I think we've won tonight. I'm really tired. I'm going to go and have a nap. I haven't had dinner. Have some dinner. I'm going to have a nap, and then probably in the middle of the night do some more viewers' choice flyover recordings, and we'll get that up and ready for Saturday night. For Sunday night. Yeah, it'd be good. But yeah, this month's winner, if you're thinking it's a specific map, you're probably right. There was a clear winner this month, and rightly so. Anyway, my videos are the only World Cup. Yeah, I know, but that's because Italy weren't in it, were they? Because they were rubbish. Nice little Christmas bonus from Euro Millions. Can't say how much. Good. I'm really happy for you. Yeah, don't say how much. Don't say how much, because he might have me knocking on your door. I'll find you. But yes, absolutely. Could do with a nice little Euro Millions win myself, or a big Euro Millions win. Anyway, I think we're done. I need to stop at this point. But it's been great. I've actually enjoyed tonight. The shorter format of this show with just the 4 maps rather than 6 feels more handleable. So that's one we'll roll with in future. And we've had some entertainment tonight. That first map, I think the first map tonight was the best. I don't think there's any argument there. It was good design, good symmetry. I think we went downhill slowly but surely from there. See, at least the real life location map before this one, at least it had something. This one's got a divot. Real life this is a real life location. Look, no. Real life location. Real life location. Oh man. Okay. I think we're done. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another one of these treasure hunts. We'll do one again Thursday next week, usual time, 9 p.m. UK, and we'll just have a laugh and a waffle, and just see if we can be friendly with each other. Anyway, take care. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.